Steve, I mean, if we're gonna do it live, you gotta mute.
Oh,
yeah. Let's
let
just
me
do
turn
it.
the camera off too.
No, just mute. You fuck.
Once a week, three laddies come together from distant lands to talk about Big Feet, Martians, ghosts, time travel, chupacabras, and the Sweetwater legend.
I think we're all huge fans of the Sweetwater legend.
This is the Fortean Slip with your host, Chris York.
Say no to Quaaludes? Fuck no. Wait a minute. No. Say yes.
Co-host, Steve Alcorn.
Like, take a break, shut my camera off, go
Yeah.
outside.
And sometimes special guest, Matt Knapp.
Just
Regular.
accept it for what it is and just watch it and enjoy it.
They don't know who you are. They don't know what you want. If you're looking for entertainment, you may have come to the wrong podcast. But what they do have is a very particular set of skills.
There are no cows.
No cows.
No.
No cows were harmed in the making of this incident. We often wish that your relationship went much like that of the praying mantis.
I thought that was a reference to everything being green.
Yeah, sure you did. Carry on, gentlemen. I'm going to do something else for a little while.
Wow, Steve, would you like us to stop the program so you continue to do your shit?
You're about to witness the strength of creep knowledge.
Howdy, and welcome to the Fortean Slip. This is episode 142. Parlay. I'm going to parlay tonight, gentlemen. We are sans Katie. She had a wonderful little weather anomaly in her area. So she's been dealing with some stuff. She is taking the week off. I told her, hey, take care of you, kid. Otherwise, it's just been a fucked up week. I am going to have fucking puppies here at the house sometime soon. Which is all kinds of fun. Oh, thank you for joining us, Plague Doctor.
Good. It's good to be here.
How's that feel?
It's actually pretty comfortable.
It's comfortable on your face?
Yeah. It's
Yeah?
latex.
Ah. Is it breathable?
It really is.
It breathes through?
Yeah, there's little holes here.
What the fuck? Is this 50 Shades of Green?
Yes. I think so.
I'm going to do the whole show with this thing on.
Has the Sweetwater legend revealed his true identity?
Maybe. The Plague Doctor.
You know how long it took to get this damn thing?
Where'd you order it from?
China.
Oh.
China?
They would have
I figured by the time
You
got here,
could get one on Etsy and
I could
America.
I could
America.
have. This was cheaper.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't pay for good American quality, Steve.
Actually,
That's why
really,
it just
it's-
looks like some kind of weird sex mask.
No,
Yeah.
it's actually got a leather band here. It's got nice little goggle thingies. See?
Yeah.
Since you got it from China, was it previously worn?
I hope so.
Do you know?
Well, they test them, don't they? Look at that. Look at that quality right there. It's got a
Look
buckle.
at that craftsmanship. What is that?
That's
A
amazing.
belt?
It's good stuff.
The buckle. See?
It's good stuff right there. I'm happy for you.
I ordered that May 1st, I think. And I got it yesterday.
Wow. That's what, well, dude, that's fucking anything from China.
Yeah, it just took forever.
And
ordered-
during a
I
global
ordered some-
pandemic? I mean, that's pretty good.
I ordered some dice from China. It took like friggin' months. I think I ordered my niece and my nephew at one point those pop sockets for phones. Ordered it from China, and it took like I 3 or 4 months to get there. It was a crazy amount of time. I was like, they'll get there eventually. I ordered them. They're coming.
Speaking of which, I ordered something off of eBay that should have been here by now. Let me go check on that.
Oh, well, you should. You know,
This
since
is
you're
the time
an
for
eBay
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
since you're an eBay connoisseur.
Purchase history.
Yeah. So, of course, more than likely, I mean, we still don't know for an absolute fact, but all signs point to the dog we took in is pregnant, and it looks like the week I want to go on fucking vacation is going to be like the week after she gives birth.
Of course it is.
Like everything is just like kicking me in the balls with this one. You know, because obviously I took the dog in. I'm gonna take care of her. I'm gonna make sure she's all right, and do the right thing. So I called the vet because I wanted to know what I need to do. Hey, do I get her vaccinated before she gives birth? Which I would think no, but I wanted to be sure, so I called. And they called me back, and she was like, yeah, no, wait until like a couple of weeks after. So I have her scheduled an appointment to get checked out and get all of her shots the end of July. But yeah, it looks like she just keeps getting a bigger and bigger belly. And I'm not like feeding her all kinds of food or anything like that. I'm not overfeeding the dog. That's not why I think that everything's happening. But I know Matt took some looks at a couple of the photos I was taking of her, and he's like, dude, that dog looks pregnant.
Yeah.
So, and then like the other night I'm walking, I just got home. I'm walking with her, and I walk by this couple of ladies, and one of the ladies says to me, she goes, isn't she's pregnant, right? No, I don't know. We're not sure. And she's like, yeah, I worked for a breeder for years, and she looks about 5 weeks, right? I did the math in my head, and I was like, damn it. So yeah, that's gonna be fun though. I've seen people with them before. I've been to homes where people have had puppies before, but I've never had a litter of puppies in the house ever. And it'll be the only time it ever happens. I'm not like gonna try to get her pregnant again. Like this poor dog. The reason I took her in was because, she'd had so many litters, and she's, 7.5-year-old dog. And I just wanted her to just have a nice life. Like just chill out, kid. You've been through enough. And I knew taking her in that there was a chance that she was pregnant again. And yeah, so. Tis what it is. I told Steve, I'm like, I'll ship you one. Ship you a puppy. He tends to keep animals that wind up in his house.
If it happens to show up on my doorstep and my wife likes it,
then you'll keep it.
Right.
Oh, okay. All right. So what I gotta see, this is how I gotta test these waters, Matt.
Put a green bow on it.
What I need to do is tag Steve on the photos of the puppies so that Marcia sees it.
No. It actually has to enter our home. Photos ain't gonna do it.
A photo wouldn't be enough to like pique her curiosity, so that she said like she says like, oh well, if she said oh cute puppy, then I'd be like, all right, phase 2.
And what's phase 2?
Phase 2 is finding a company that will ship the dog.
If it ended up on our doorstep, yeah.
I talked to the previous owner, and she said that usually it's about 5 to 6 puppies per litter. So it's like I said, it's been one of those things where it's something I so didn't want. Like I was just like, no, I just want to help out. I just want to help out and make sure the dog gets somewhere nice. Thought I had a nice family picked out for her. Boom, everything fell through.
You're gonna have to find a bunch of families.
Yeah, no. Well, see, but that's the thing though. Finding families for puppies is easy.
Yeah, puppies is easy.
A full-grown dog that's been around the block, like Una. I mean, that poor thing. She's just most people would look at her and say, "No, I ain't taking her home." Thanks, Dave. It's nice.
Gotta take this one.
Why don't you take that call? Why don't you take that call? Why don't you mute your fucking mic, for fuck's sake, and take the call? But yeah, I mean, most people would take one look at friggin' Una and just be like, "No, I'm not taking that fucking dog in. She just looks fucking used and abused, and to some degree. But she's just the cutest little thing." So I mean, I was just enamored with her from day one. So I just said, "Fuck it, we'll just keep her." So yeah, that'll be fun. It'll be interesting, Matt.
And keep her, you shall. I'm just sitting here reflecting on how it started out, you were just trying to do the right thing, do something nice,
Yeah.
and it's just the way that God works.
Yeah, pretty much. Somebody had said to me the other day, when you can totally see it when you look at her. It was Holly that said it to me. She was like, I totally could see it in your eyes. The way you look at her, if she fills a wicked hole in your life. And it's totally true. I mean, every day I get to go out and have my little walk with her, and I post pictures to the like page. I just thought it'd be a cute thing to start doing. Saying fuck off to everybody in the morning, and while I'm walking on the beach with Una, and it's nice. And it really does. It does kind of fill something. But I just know that one of those damn puppies is gonna wind up staying.
Speaking of animals, that was my daughter.
She wants a puppy.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Does not want a puppy. Well, she probably would, but her cat just got out, and she's just a little kitten. So she's like, my cat's only such and such old, 6 weeks old or 7 weeks, and it got out. Do you think it'll find its way home? I'm like, I'm doing a live show. Give a fuck about your cat. I didn't say that. I mean, I'm a nice guy.
Fuck your cat, man.
No, she's very shaken up about it.
So, Matt, do you recall me telling you that my son was coming this weekend?
I do.
And that we were going to rewatch The Thing and The Thing prequel.
Yes.
Okay. This did occur. Saturday morning, Odin and I got up. He came over on Friday. He just went home today. We got up Saturday morning, and he decided he wanted to watch the prequel first. He wanted to watch it in chronological order. So we popped that on, and we got to the end. And of course, the whole time, at this point, we've watched The Thing so many times together that we're literally just doing commentary the whole time the movie's on, right? Get to the end, and we're just sitting there talking about the movie afterwards and how well we both think that the prequel was done, given when it was done in relation to the other film, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The credits are rolling, right? I realize, which I had never realized before, that The Thing is based on a book written, well, it's a short novel written by John W. Campbell in 1938 about an Antarctic station, ta-da-da-da-da-da. So, and there's also another version of it.
Oh, I think I've seen that movie.
Called Frozen Hell, which is the same book, which is Who Goes There is the name of the novel, the short novel. But Frozen Hell is another version of that with 45 extra pages. So anyway, I find this John W. Campbell short novel with a bunch of other John W. Campbell short stories and short novels and novels for $1.99.
Bam.
And I purchase the fucking thing. I'm like, fucking
send it.
I'll buy that for $1.99. If you get that reference, we can be friends. Only it would have been I'd buy that for $1. So I do this, and I'm like, dude, we can read the book. And he's like all stoked. He's like, yeah, that'd be freaking cool. Because I just gave him his Kindle.
Right.
So he's got his Kindle. We share a library. I bought the book. He's got the book. I've got the book. We're both fucking like, this is cool. We get to read the story. So we flash forward through the day, the rest of the day. We do all kinds of shit. We went to my niece's graduation party. We came back. We made up characters because we're going to start playing D&D. And we watched 2 episodes because I'm rewatching with the kids. I'm rewatching The Umbrella Academy. So watch 2 episodes of that. Go to bed. And usually at night now, I like to sit down, read for a little bit before I go to bed. So I'm sitting here with my Kindle, I'm reading. It's 12:30 at night. At 12:30, I hear down the hallway, thump, 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 thump. Fucking Sasquatch, son. Fucking 7 foot tall, all of him. Kid's tall. Comes in the fucking room. Comes blasting in the room at fucking 12:30 a.m. Jesus fucking Christ, Dad. Goddamn book is so fucking good. I can't put it down. I'm on like chapter 4. I'm like, and I'm like fucking in my shutdown mode for the night, right? So I'm like, just like, all right.
You got on like your cap and gown and you've blown out the candle.
I'm reading something else. I wasn't reading that. I'm reading a science fiction short story before bed. And so he goes back to bed. Gets up today, and we watched the thing today, but when he gets up this morning, of course we get talking about it, and I'm like, how is it? How far did you get? And he's like, I'm almost finished with it. I got pretty far into it. He says it's not a very long book. He said, Dad, you'll finish it in like a couple of hours. But he loved it. Like, he absolutely fucking loved it. He's like, it goes into like the biology of the creature, and they go into all this different stuff about it. And because at one point, like, we're watching the thing today, and I said to him, you want me to spoil this movie? Like those people who say, like, this movie could have just been done like if they just did this.
Yeah.
I'm like, why didn't the thing just sit there, cut off pieces of his finger, put it in everybody's food, and then fucking sit back? And he goes, but Dad, in the book, they tell you why he can't do that. And I'm just like, fuck you, kid. But no, it was great because he was so on point with it. And in the book, he told me that there is no other station. Like the dog showing up thing does not happen. They find the spaceship, and they find the thing in the ice, and they try to blow up. They try to get in the spaceship by blowing it up. And I guess that kind of like makes the spaceship fall into the ice. But so cool. It was one of the proudest moments I've had of being a father, where I was like, dude, I fucking rocked this one. That was like fucking 3-point line, nothing but net. Whew. Fucking as a dad, just boom, done. I nailed it.
He's what, 17?
He'll be 17 in August.
And the book was written in 1938.
Yep. Yeah. And he's just completely blown away by it. Dean Cooper, Chris, have you watched The Thing from Another World where James Arness plays a monster? No, I have not. Is that the original? That The Thing is based on? Because I know that my son was saying like the movie gets the John Carpenter movie gets the creature right. He said all the stuff that comes out of it and stuff like it got it right as far as the book is concerned. And I don't know that the original movie would have been able to do any of that. I've never seen it, to be honest. I've never watched it. The original movie, The Thing. But that was so cool. So fucking cool. Like I said, just a cool dad moment being able to go, hey, I fucking bought that. Like right then, later that day, he's going, this is the fucking greatest thing. And it cost me.
Well, I mean, me and you, huge fans of John Carpenter stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Huge fans of The Thing. And like, here you are being able to share something you loved as a kid with your kid.
Yeah.
But now your kid is like schooling you on it.
Yeah. Which is fun. And dude, the music starts in the fucking thing today. You know that boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And my son is like, that's the best shit ever. Fucking right.
Yes. Someone to pass the torch to finally.
Fucking right. I was so stoked. Like everything about it. Like, because like I said, I gave him his Kindle this weekend. And I've bought a lot of books for myself. And I had been buying books as I was going. Also in thinking of, hey, because I knew I was going to do this thing for him. What can I get that he will enjoy in the future? And then I friggin' run into this issue I was telling Matt about earlier in the week last week, where I was already sharing a household with my girlfriend, and so I figured I could just take her off and add my son. Nope. So I go and I take her off of the household, and lo and behold, the Kindle says you have to wait 180 days before you can add another member to your household. And I'm like, oh shit. So I called Amazon and I'm like, hey, I just did this for my son. I bought this for his birthday. I wanted to be able to share all this stuff with him. Can you help me out? First thing out of the guy's mouth. Yeah, no, I understand that you did all this stuff, but our policy is, and I'm like, oh, fuck. But he's like, hey, can I put you on hold? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So it puts me on hold, comes back. No, we'll authorize it so that you can do it again. And they reset it, and I was able to, and he loved it. He's absolutely in love with the Kindle Fire. So I told him, I said, if you really like it, pick out whichever one you want when you go off to college, and I'll get you the better one for college. So it was a really good, crazy moment this week, because I got to see him twice this week too. Because I have a family member is passing away. He's got stage 4 cancer, so he'd come out to go see him with me, and I generally don't get a chance to see him a couple of times in a week, and plus he stayed longer this weekend because he came over, and I was like, you want to stay until Sunday? And he's like, yeah, I planned on it. I'm like, oh, because usually he's like one day and he's like, yeah, I'm ready to go back home and play video games at my house. That's what he's saying in the back of his head, like, I'm ready to go back home and sit in front of my computer and do my things. But that was great. I could see him a bunch. It was good times. And we were going to do a show tonight on fucking whether or not we live in the Matrix.
Oh, we do.
I think we do. The more and more I sit in this fucking world, the more and more I believe we do. We will be doing that next week for sure. I do believe we'll get things situated. Whether or not, I know Katie's having some issues with stuff, so whether or not she can get stuff situated or not, I'll do or put together something so we can do it for next week. Because I did want to do that. That was I came across that one And I was just like, what the fuck? It's a strange one for sure.
The Matrix one?
Yeah.
The lady? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is-
The CEO.
I actually went in and read that. I read all about it. So I'm kind of.
Yeah. And I don't want to get into it too much because, I didn't do, besides watching like one video, I didn't do too much research into it. And I want to know a little more about it before we talk about it. But it just seems kind of interesting. Like
different for sure.
Yeah, like there's a lot of little ins and outs, but otherwise, what's been going on in everybody else's neck of the woods? Steve, you got a new fucking webcam or something going on?
This is my my Mac.
That's the Mac.
Yeah, it's the FaceTime camera.
Oh,
I don't care for it. It's too wide. I don't know if there's I haven't even worked on trying to adjust it to make it.
I see.
Well, everybody says that you want a wide angle.
Well,
Yeah.
a lot of podcasters like the wide angle. I don't like the other camera because it's too close. So I need something in between. But I didn't like what was it, the C920?
Yeah.
Logitech. I didn't care for that.
I got the
because it was always auto-focusing on me.
Yeah, I don't know what mine is. Mine's a Logitech. I'm trying to look and see what it says on it, but it just says HD 720p.
So that's what mine says. So we probably got the same fucking camera. Older version, and it works fine. But I bought the Logitech C920 on Amazon for like $45 months ago. Didn't like it, so I just turned around and sold it on eBay for $100 because everybody wants them because they'll stay at home order.
Yeah, everybody's doing their thing. Yeah.
Everybody's doing Zoom meetings now and streaming.
Did you get your mic issues resolved?
Yeah. So they're going to replace my mic. But before they do, I want you to take a second to look at the bottom of your microphone, Matt, because this will make sense to you. Okay. They want me to write in Sharpie the claim number on the bottom of the mic.
How the hell are you going to do that?
Yeah, exactly. The bottom of the mic is black.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you how.
I don't have a silver Sharpie.
You get yourself a silver paint Sharpie.
There's like white writing all over it, 2 plugs, and a giant hole in the middle.
So anyway, they're gonna replace it, but that's what I got to do. But it has to be written in Sharpie.
Why do they want that?
That is so stupid.
Just probably because when I send it back, that they can tell. I have to send a picture of that so they'll know it's the same mic. That's all. I'm sure that's all it is.
Why wouldn't they have you do it in a different way?
I don't know. It took weeks to get to this point. I'm okay with it.
Fuck
I'll
it.
Figure it out.
Fuck it.
I'll go buy a Sharpie, a paint Sharpie.
I mean, it doesn't matter, but that is a really weird request. I mean,
yeah,
that's the.
They don't have like a serial number inside the mic or anything to identify.
There's a serial number right on the back.
So why can't they
on
just
the bottom
use that?
I don't know.
Because you might switch out the bottom casing or something with another mic.
Yeah, but these are sealed. I don't even see any way to get in them. I mean, I think you have to take. There's a pad underneath where you screw that centerpiece in. The hole. There's like a rubber pad in there, and under that is a screw, I think.
Yeah, probably.
But I'm not touching it because I can't avoid my warranty and all that fucking shit.
All that bullshit.
Because we live in the Matrix.
Yes,
we do live in the Matrix. I firmly believe it.
Because if I thought I could fix it myself, I probably would. But I don't want to touch it if it's under warranty.
The minute I could fucking we can barely see it. The
minute I can there.
Yeah, see, this is why I know we're in the Matrix. The minute I could download shit to this fucking goddamn Kindle, like out of thin air, I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm in a pod somewhere.
It is crazy. It is crazy.
That whole scene from the original Matrix movie, like that's kind of how I always felt, where the guy's like, because I like steak. I don't care if it's not real. It tastes good.
You know what I've learned? Ignorance is bliss.
I think that's kind of how I would be,
I just read a short story written by a guy back in like the 50s. about an alien that comes to Earth, and the way it like tries to figure out if it wants to come here is by experiencing things through us, through our eyes, through our brains. So it kind of like hooks up to us, kind of Matrix style. And it wants to like live off human, what it calls Earth energy or some shit like that. And this guy is trying to convince it of obviously not to do that because it would kill off the human race. So it goes in to read the mind of his sleeping son while he's dreaming. And then it takes off like a fucking rocket, leaves Earth. Fucking boom, gone. And the kid wakes up and says, "Oh, that's so weird. I was having the strangest nightmare." I was just like, that's a pretty cool story. That's one of the things that I've loved about like reading some of this old fiction is the way some of these people looked at alien life, like how alien life would be if it ever came here, for one. Like some of the people thought, it would be humanoid, obviously. That one that I'm talking to you about, it almost was like a beetle type creature, but it didn't have any legs or anything. It was just like a shell, but it had like tendrils that came out of it. Because a lot of these,
weird.
Yeah, and it's a lot of these earlier guys had such strange ideas about what they would be. It's even the people who went the humanoid route. They went these weird, strange routes with it, but it's always interesting to me to see where they go with it. And it's been a lot of fun, and I literally can't wait to keep going even further. And I started the book club like page, and quite a few people have come in, more than I thought, actually, and not like in great droves, not like hundreds of people or anything. But way more than I thought. Like I thought I'd just get a few people that would be like, "Hey,
even 10 would be great.
I got more than 10."
Yeah, even that would be 10, 15 would be great to start something like that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start putting something together pretty soon, as far as like a schedule, and what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna start with some of the short fiction, and most of the people that I've talked to in there have a Kindle. And the stuff that I'm thinking about reading is extremely cheap. Like it's like 99 cents for a book, and you can read like a ton of books. Like the one of the books I'm considering like going through is the Lost World Mega Pack, and it's like 12 books in one book, and you pay 99 cents for it. Like it's very little.
So is there then going to be discussion about the book, like a regular book club? That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
I'm
gonna do a weekly live chat session with everybody. So that way the people that see, I want to talk to everybody and try to get everybody so that we can figure out the best time to do it, so that I can interact with the most amount of people that want to come in and talk about it while I'm doing it live. Obviously, anyone else can come in afterwards and comment on the video when it's up, because I'll be putting them just out on Facebook and do it as a live stream onto Facebook and make it much easier. But yeah, I was impressed with the amount of people that I got right out of the gate. I was like, whoa, this will be fun. And everybody
that could exceed this whole show.
It could. It's possible. But I was surprised, especially like how many people were either had a Kindle or were able to like procure one like really quick.
Well, you can also download a Kindle app.
Yeah, and I explained that to people. I said, if you've got a smartphone, you can just download a Kindle app and do it that way. It's not. I'm not gonna go too crazy, and depend. You got to look at it this way: how bad do you want to join into the club? Like that's the thing, and I'm trying to make it so that it's cheap. It's as cheap as possible for people. I told people too, if you want to go with physical books, I'm going to recommend to everybody you go to thrift stores. You go to yard sales, or you go to used bookstores to look for books if you want to try to, keep up with what we're reading. Because
you go to Chris.
Oh yeah, or you go to Chris. You go to Blue Elf Books on eBay. But yeah, actually, my inventory is getting low. Not too low, but it's getting down. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to make it easy for everybody, so it's not. I didn't want it to be expensive. I didn't want to be like, hey, you need to go out and buy this $14.99 book that just came out. You know, would I love to go out and get everybody to fucking purchase The Institute by Stephen King and so I can read that and, you know, sure. For one, I'm doing this book club out of my own pocket. Like I'm paying for all my own shit. No, you know, publisher or anybody's giving me the fucking books to read.
Not
Like,
yet.
Not yet, but I'm doing this all out of my own. This is just for me. I love to read. And I love to talk about good fiction. I really enjoy it. Like I was just saying, like I purchased that book for my son and I because I wanted to be able to read that with him and enjoy it. And I like being able to read things with other people and then sit back and talk about it. Matt and I all the time, forget about reading too, with TV shows or movies, we're constantly going back and forth. Like, hey, you watch this, check this out. And then him and I will sit there for like 2 hours and shoot the shit about it. So this type of stuff is right in my wheelhouse. Completely in my wheelhouse.
Not even close to my wheelhouse.
Yeah, it's completely out of your
I forgot how to read.
And this is, this goes into stuff that I've been wanting to do on my own for a while. I am still going to start the addiction podcast. It's been hard trying to get people, getting anyone to talk about anything.
I would guess it would be,
And I think it's going to be.
You have to start it and show them that it's going to be a fair and.
Yeah. So I actually talked to Bronx Johnny and asked him if he would just kind of sit opposite me for the first one because I wanted to talk about my shit. And he brought up something. I'm not going to even talk about it yet. But he brought up something to me, and I might ask him if he wants to talk at all. I'm not saying that Bronx Johnny has an addiction. There's no way make any fucking
addicted to fun.
Yeah. So, but there's a possibility that I might be able to talk to Johnny about something, which would be cool. But I know he said he'd sit opposite me for the first one. I'm having a hard time trying to find anybody that will, that will even
say it doesn't have to be like a drug or alcohol addiction.
No, it doesn't. What's really interesting is like a lot of people like are liking the posts when I post them. And then, but no one makes any comments or says anything or.
I mean, how many people have been addicted to smoking?
Oh yeah. Like I just freaking cut that one. That was one of the things I was going to talk about.
I quit in March. Yeah. Not smoke, vaping, but same thing.
Yeah. Well,
see, Steve, you should be a guest on the show and talk about your cigarette addiction.
I started smoking. I quit smoking.
Steve, you know what?
Such a wordsmith.
Steve, you know what Steve needs to talk about?
If there's a time,
the addiction that he really had to give up when he got married, Matt, his gambling? Pussy addiction.
Did not have a pussy addiction.
Oh. Or his true addiction, making money.
Yeah, the one that replaced smoking cigarettes.
I like my new addiction.
Yeah. No
much,
shit,
much
right?
Healthier, much better lifestyle. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I am an addict, period. And that's the thing. Like most people like look, a lot of people tend to look at it like I was an addict, and that's not the case. No, you are or you're not.
I think I know how alcoholics feel now because
you have to accept as an addict, you have to accept certain things about your life.
Really?
And that's just a fact. I mean, you accept it and you fucking move on and you try to do better. And some people can do better, and some people stumble and fall. Some people can't get up off the floor, and some people are still in the fucking hole. It's
there ain't a day that goes by that I don't think about smoking a cigarette.
Right.
In a day.
I've been 2.5 weeks now without smoking a cigarette because I went from vaping back to smoking. But I've been 2.5 weeks now without a cigarette, and still, I'll have moments during the day where I'll go and I'll reach.
That guy is standing outside Walmart who just lit up his fucking cigarette. That's what gets me the most.
That doesn't get me.
Yeah.
It's
For me, it
the
does.
it's the inane sitting here doing fucking nothing, trying to move to the next thing where I always had a cigarette or I had my vape it was sort of like the buffer between the two things. Or
Right.
you finish something, so then you do this, and then you can move on. Excuse me. So it was more for me. It was more of like it kind of makes me stumble when it happens. So I'm like, I have a hard time going forward, but I've gotten better. Those are the times when I'll tend to go for the gum. I'll start chewing on some
I
gum.
go for the sandwich. That's my problem.
Yeah, the sandwich, the packing on the old pounds, Steve.
I gained 20 pounds since I quit smoking.
Jesus.
And I don't know if it's just that,
Not me.
but because I've leveled off now. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gaining anymore no matter what I eat. But so I don't know if it's because I smoke so much that my weight was kept down from whatever was going on internally with my body, or that I just didn't eat as much.
Yeah.
I don't know. Seems
You
like I eat
ever-
the same.
Experience strange noises or see strange lights or shadows in your house, Steve?
You mean like the curtain that just moved?
Yeah.
That was my cat. One of my many cats.
Steve's having
That was-
strange.
That was a little felony.
Oh, was it?
He likes to go back in there.
Yeah, that's the one. That's from the car theft.
That's felony. So we went to the vet. We got him all signed up at the vet. They know the whole story about how we got him and stuff.
Uh-huh.
His name is Kiddance. That's his real name. Okay.
Oh,
K-I-D-A. Kid Dance. K-I-D-A-N-C.
Yeah,
That's
I gotcha.
why I have no idea.
All right.
That's not my idea. Felony was mine.
Yeah.
So when we get the bill from the vet the other day, it came, or his checkup card, because he needs a checkup. It came out Kiddance, aka felony. So that's what they have in their record. You got to be fucking kidding me.
That's awesome.
I think it's funny.
I would love that vet.
They're
that
great.
cat
people.
will always be known as felony on this show.
Yeah.
Dean Cooper, love to help with the addiction show thing. I didn't even get addicted before my last back surgery when I had to do opiates to even walk around much. Okay. So you want to talk to me about not getting addicted? Which would be cool. I'd be willing to talk to you about it, Dean. Because it does amaze me that people can do a bunch of fucking painkillers after like a surgery and have no issue. Like they're just like, eh.
I try because I know my personality. And I know that if I were on that stuff, I'd get addicted to it. There's no question. Because when I had Percocets, I got addicted to them really fucking quick.
Oh yeah, Percocets, good old
Yeah.
perks.
So
Boom.
I purposely will be in more pain on purpose just to stay away from that. Kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah, I'm at a point now where I shy away from ibuprofen as much as possible. And it's not that I think that ibuprofen is like a narcotic. Don't think I'm a fucking idiot. It's that I don't like to rely on medications for anything anymore. I'm just not that guy. For one, it's fucking stupid in my opinion. I mean, there's so much that people overdo when it comes to medications, in my personal opinion. If you have to be on stuff, yeah, that's different. But doctors had a tendency with me to just be like, oh, let's try this. And I stopped taking a lot of that let's try this bullshit and felt better a long time ago.
Well, another thing is, you know as well as I do, that just because something can be grabbed off the shelf doesn't mean it's not a drug or could be abused.
Right, correct.
I mean, that ibuprofen you're talking about, you know, Leslie's had back pain for years.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I mean, she's taken so much ibuprofen over the years that now she has to take 4 at a time just to get anything out of it.
Yep. And my recommendation to her would be to cut that back to 2, and cycle it every 2 hours with Tylenol and force herself to do it.
I take 4 every morning.
4 is so rough on your body for 1, and 2, just doing it at, for any length of time, just so bad. And if you can cut yourself back from it.
The problem, well, I did for a little while, but I got some sort of inflammation in the chest, and it sucks. It hurts.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad, and it won't go away. So I've been taking it every morning, and my wife leaves it up to me how many I take, and but ibuprofen's never been that effective for me. So if taking 2 has never done anything for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always done 4, but I shouldn't do that many every day.
The thing that I found when I go back to just taking 2 is that it doesn't help as much, but it does. Like it's enough, but you have to kind of, it's one of those things where you have to train yourself with it. Because I have a lot of pain. I have a ton of back pain, ton of hip pain. I have ankylosing spondylitis. I can't even tilt my neck anymore to the side to side. I can't at all. That's as far as it goes. So I deal with that stuff every day.
And typically, if you're taking any sort of drug like ibuprofen, whatever, the recommended dosage is supposed to work.
Right.
So if it's not working, the odds are that doubling it up, you're going to get a stronger effect from the drug, but it's still not doing what it's supposed to be doing. You're using the wrong treatment. You're
just treating it. You're not what's the word? You're not taking care of the root of the problem. You're treating it.
Right. And with that, everybody has different, tolerance levels or whatever, and thresholds for pain and everything that affect all that. But whenever you take whenever you're supposed to take 4 in a 24-hour period, it's not about the pain as much as it is about what that's doing to your liver and your organs trying to process the medication that does the damage that you don't even feel.
Yeah. And even your stomach.
Yeah.
Because with ibuprofen, it's your stomach.
Yeah. It'll eat up your stomach line.
And acetaminophen, it's your liver.
Yeah.
So that's why I say cut it back to, little doses of each, to try, especially for people who have bad back pain. And I feel for them because I have it too.
Yes.
But try to cut that back and not rely on that shit, because I'll tell you, there came a day when I couldn't take enough to take care of anything. And I had to realize, dude, you got to either stop taking it for a while or just cut back so that you can get some relief on some of these days, or you're going to be fucked.
Yeah.
And so I feel for anybody. I feel for Leslie if she fucking goes through that shit. Taking 4 of those at a whack, it's horrible on you. I know, I've done it. And quite often
for a month.
Yeah, I've done it. It sucks. But I mean, but I think too many people get into those ruts where they start taking something and they just take it.
And a lot of people aren't trying to abuse it.
No.
They think that if you can grab it off the shelf or your doctor prescribes it to you, it's okay. It's safe.
Well, and it's, it's not even so much that. It's just that the mentality and what it can create in your brain. Of, oh, it's okay. It's this. And then when you go to the doctor and you're like, oh, this stuff doesn't work anymore. I need something stronger. you know, and then that same mentality kicks in of it's okay for me to take this stuff because the doctor said so.
Right.
You know,
I mean, not all addicts are about getting high.
no, and sometimes it's so easy for that person to fall into it, you know, and become that addict because of a few bad moves.
I gotta say before we go on. Thank you, Laughing Picker. That's it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Good dude.
Thank you, Easter Bunny.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Is he gonna come on my addiction show?
I don't think he's addicted to anything.
All right, then fuck you, Laughing Picker.
Except being a good person.
Yeah, I think he's a piece
Awesome
of shit.
dude.
He interrupted my show.
He's sending me something, so I don't know what.
I hope it's a floor model 7-foot dildo.
What would I do with that? I'm already a floor model 7-foot dildo.
Steve, I would hope put it behind you so that we could enjoy it during the show.
I'm seeing a giant dildo right in front of you already.
There was a store here in Portland, Maine, called the Treasure Chest, and I never went into this place. Believe it or not, I never went into this fucking sex shop. My uncle did, though. He's since passed away many years ago. This fucking sex shop had a floor model penis. Like it was like a cement penis, like in the middle of the fucking store.
Why not?
That's what you need, Steve. Right behind you. You're the Sweetwater legend, Steve.
I'll take it into consideration.
I think you should. I think it'd be a perfect thing for the show. They can't nail us for it because it's art. You know, it's artistic. It's not like, you know, you're not shoving it in somewhere. It's just sitting there.
Well, you know, they have like penis parks in Asia.
There's a penis park?
Yeah. Just different various cultures of penis. No. I'm trying to remember the exact country that it's in, but I don't want to say the wrong one and offend somebody. So we're just going with Asia.
Oh, you just offended somebody.
No, because it's in Asia.
It doesn't matter. You just offended them anyway.
And yeah, it's just a bunch of sculptures of dicks.
You let the kids climb on them and shit.
I'm Googling.
Asian dick park.
I want to go to the Asian dick park. I would go. I'm the type of person that would go to the Asian dick park. I mean, why the fuck not? I was watching. You know what I watched with my son last night? It was fucking Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. After watching that, all I can think of was that dude walking around with his dick in Dewey Cox's face at the party.
South Korea.
I'm just going to
go to world famous penis park.
The South Koreans, I mean, you know,
they're proud of their penises.
As they should be.
Park. Mm-hmm.
As they should be.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name, but if you do a Google search for penis park, it will instantly come up.
I'm thinking we should go to Penis Park. I'm down. I mean,
I'll book the flight tomorrow if you guys are down.
Is it the Heisendang Park?
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
The Heisendang. Oh, those are some. Oh, that's some.
Yeah,
that's some interesting shit right there. I mean, listen, I could do this. I could definitely go to this park.
Well, that is actually pretty cool.
That's that looks like
there's some penis.
That looks like a dude ejaculating out of the top of his head.
Yes. That's all right. I like that.
You know, that's what that looks like.
I'm just thinking regular penis sculpture.
With a very mushroom tip-like haircut.
Yes.
Looks like he's almost got a Fred Flintstone in a kimono type look to him.
He's going Mo from the Three Stooges.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting fucking sculpture there.
Is there any more? I'd like to see more.
Oh yeah, there's
Um,
more.
Oh yeah,
that one.
That's an more interesting.
Yeah, you like that?
What's going on with the tip of that one?
I have
That
no
looks like some
idea.
sort of weird disease going on there. But
Yeah, well, have you ever seen those guys that mutilate their dicks?
that's probably what it is.
You know, where they slice them down the sides and shit and let them like heal and they all get all fucked up
I wonder whose idea this was.
to slice dicks or make this park.
Make the park.
Oh, I don't know. It's interesting
Somebody
shit
obsessed
though.
with penises.
I figured we should check it out. I mean, definitely. What the fuck?
Is there a vagina park too?
Probably.
There should be. Why shouldn't there be? I'd be down with anything like that. Let's see if we can find anything else about this fucking park, though. I'm like in. I want to go. How do we get there? Oh, here we go, Steve. Here we go, Bob.
Gotta wait for the.
We got another one for you. We got another one, Steve.
All right, let's see.
Hold on. Share screen. Gotta go with the share screen. You ready for this one?
I am.
Brings up the other two, but now we got another one. We got
laughing
happy
penises.
We got happy face, big mouth penis.
Yeah.
That looks like. Was that? How do you describe that? That looks like if fucking Grimace was horrifying.
So in London, you have the world's first vagina museum.
Oh,
I'd rather it be a park where I can actually enjoy the out of
where you can ride something.
Yeah. But I mean, a museum's all right.
yeah, that'll do. I'll take a museum.
Are we allowed to have a penis park? I mean,
in the U.S.?
Anywhere? Because we're white males and shit. That might go against the
I'm
rules.
pretty sure we can celebrate the penis.
Oh, I don't know. Being a male nowadays isn't the best thing.
South Korea also has a sex-themed park.
Ooh.
They're all about the penis and vagina over there, aren't they?
Hey, you know what? Everywhere outside of the United States pretty much is just cool with it.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Yeah. My name says there's a penis museum in Iceland.
Ah.
So those Icelandic
where the
people,
statues are much smaller.
Those Icelandic people are kind of strange, and they gave us Bajork. So, I mean, there's that. I like me some Bajork. It's a good thing.
Chris Bajork.
That's right. I agree.
I am saddened by the fact that it says been here only 44 and want to visit only 208. I mean,
it's far away.
But those numbers should be much higher. The want to visit numbers should be much higher than
Steve, I think we should go.
I want to see that number go up by one.
I think we should plan a trip to Heisendang Park, Penis Park.
Those particular images remind me of Easter Island.
Yes. Maybe that's what they're going for.
The Easter Island of penis parks. Oh god, that fucking one with the big mouth it's stunning. It's something. It's like something out of a cartoon that turns horrifying. It's just so fucking weird. It's got me.
You think Katie's listening tonight? I know she has no internet.
But she will eventually.
I'm sorry, Katie. This is what happens when you're not here.
Yeah. Way to go, Katie.
Yeah, we start talking about fucking penis parks. She's probably like, this is great. Oh shit! Fucking penis parks. I'm in though. Like, where the fuck is everything? Do they have anything else in here? No. Community contributors. No. Nothing.
I wonder. It must be a.
There's a whole Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I saw the Wikipedia page earlier. That was where I had the pictures from earlier up. Then I found this page that had the other one with a big ass mouth on it. So I said, we need to check this out, I think. And I was right. We did need to check that out, fellas. I mean, I think taking a look at Penis Park, and Katie is here. Look at that.
Looky there.
So then we need to know, Katie, what say you about Penis Park?
Would you go?
I'm pretty sure I know the answer already.
It's on the bucket list.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah, see? I was aware of the Iceland Museum. Have some family that went. Mom? And she says she'd totally go. God love you, Katie. Yeah. I'd fucking go. I say we should go, Steve. Let's go to one. South Korea, Iceland. Which one?
Why don't we just build our own penis park?
You want to make a penis park? Where are we doing it?
Ohio, of course.
Fuck no.
Full of a bunch of dicks anyway.
No. You do it smart, Steve. You don't do it. You don't shit where you eat, Steve.
I want the revenue from the park.
You don't shit where you eat. We do this in the middle. We go fucking New York.
What part of New York? Upstate? Oh, wait. There's already a penis in New York. His name is Ryan.
Oh, well.
So there's a giant dick over there already.
But not a park.
Well,
you want to go pay to see it?
No.
All right, then. The Serpent Mounds. I've been to the Serpent Mound.
I have not.
Yeah.
Whoa, go back to that.
What?
It's quite the profile.
Quite the get up?
There.
You like that?
What the hell's going on there?
You want some of that, Steve?
No.
You sure?
All right.
Just a long-haired guy in a t-shirt. What are you talking about?
I don't know what his big uproar is. I'm trying to figure that out, but
I think it was a wig.
You think it's a wig?
That has roots?
No, that was a wig.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to say that is a trans person?
My name is Steve says wig. What say you?
Yeah.
What makes you think that just because somebody wears a wig that they have to?
No, I'm just wondering where you're trying to go with this. Why this is such a big?
I just think it's a wig.
Thing.
I mean, that's just a statement. It doesn't mean it has any other connotations or anything.
It could be a wig, but typically,
yeah,
wigs don't have roots from being dyed.
Yeah, Steve.
Or bleached or whatever.
I don't even think it's his real picture or hers. I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
I think there was a beard in there too. I couldn't tell.
Could have been. I don't know. I don't judge, Steve.
Man,
I'm not one of those people.
I kind of feel dirty now.
Yeah.
I don't judge.
What are you're judging right now?
You fucking judge all the time. You fucking kidding me?
It's like a wig. How is that judging?
Okay, Wapner.
You fucking, you're the most judgy fucking person I know.
That doesn't answer the question.
Well, maybe he hasn't heard. Maybe he hasn't heard the question yet, Steve.
He's heard the question. Or did I eat that big of a delay?
Well, how do you know he's listening to the show live?
How do we know she's a he or he's a she?
Right. Or yeah. See, you've got me doing it now, Steve. You're gonna fuck us all up. You're gonna get us canceled.
I'm not gonna assign gender to anybody.
This fucking cancel culture. We're gonna be fucking shut down before the end of the show.
Calls.
Hello.
Yeah. The fuck?
You're
You're on the air.
We can hear you.
No.
You're live on the air.
She found her cat.
Oh,
everybody!
Well, that's wonderful. Oh, I'm so glad.
Right.
I wish. I hope it gets run over by a fucking car.
Now he mutes.
This is what I do. I want him so bad to fucking take a phone call one night with his speakers on and have it be like somebody important.
She found her cat.
Oh, do I want that so bad? I would risk losing Steve on the show for that one moment, Matt.
You'd risk it for,
So, two things. The way that our cable is set up, we have this ability to hit a little button on the remote, and just speak into the air what we want. Yeah, it's kind of like Alexa, except just
What
for
is this
changing the channel.
wizardry?
I know.
Speak of.
So there's that, and then Leslie also likes to text message by voice to the kids. So like,
Oh boy.
anytime either one of those things happen, I start yelling like a madman, just trying to get just any sort of thing I can in there before it registers what she's saying.
Hello. Hello. I'm doing a live show. Give the phone back to your mama, okay? All right, bye.
Where were you, Matt?
Yeah,
Here, I didn't mute on purpose.
I know
that
what
time.
you mean, the desire. So like, I just turned into
That was my
a
granddaughter.
madman. Yeah,
Who
we
picked up her mother's phone. Yeah.
wanted to call Grandpa.
Yeah. She asked me how I was doing.
Good.
I told her I'm doing a show and give the phone back to her mother. But you guys all heard that because I forgot to mute.
Uh-huh.
All right. I won't answer any more calls unless I get one.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. It's a good time.
Why so quiet?
I wanted to make sure, everything was good, since, we're taking phone calls now.
Well, yeah, I'm popular.
Can we give out your number to the listeners?
Yeah.
Gary-
Can we do that?
Gary- yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I think I have it.
Okay.
Not my current number.
Oh.
No. I think that would be good. I think that Steve should field all
I'm pretty
calls.
100% positive Chris has that number.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Chris probably has me. I have Chris's.
Probably so.
I do have your number.
We don't ever call each other,
No.
but it's there.
I could easily give it out to people. And
It could be at the bottom of the screen, right?
that's
now.
right. We could put it up, and I could say, "Call now for your free reading."
It's area code 814-452.
And that's all you get.
6311. Go ahead, call it.
Yeah.
Area code 814-452-6311.
Okay. Yeah. And whose number have we given out?
Got to call to find out. It ain't mine. It's a
I
local
hope it's
time.
not a. Just don't be a private individual.
Yeah.
Would I do
Jesus
that, Matt?
Christ.
I don't want to be an accessory to a felony right now.
It is the
Yeah.
area-
Thanks.
It is the time and temperature phone number for the local area.
Yeah. No.
They still do that there?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. He lives in
Because
fucking a Norman
Majority of
Rockwell.
people
painting.
like calling that number wouldn't have the time and temperature.
They even have a
phone that they're
website.
using.
They have a website, 814-452-6311.com.
Wow. That's amazing.
So you don't have to actually call.
That's easy to remember.
Yeah.
It is for people who live here because we've called that number all our lives. It used to be a party line.
I don't even remember the one for the time and temp in Portland.
Like
I know we
a
used to have one.
90s party line.
Yeah.
Call now. We're waiting to talk to you.
No,
That
but
type party line?
No.
no,
He's
no.
talking about the one where if you picked up the phone, you could hear other people's conversations.
yeah, so people would use it. They would know what time their friends would be there so that they could talk for free. That kind of thing.
As opposed to just calling them.
Well, yeah. Because if you had a friend in another, where it would be long distance for you, you could both call that number because it wasn't. I don't know how it worked. 814-452-6311.
Which wouldn't be long distance for them.
I don't know how it worked.
Yeah.
I just know that was the time and temperature number, and still is.
Yeah. I used to call it years ago. There's all kinds of numbers I used to call years ago.
When I set up a new phone, that's the phone number I dial. Just make sure my phone works.
There is this number
8675309.
Jenny?
No, it was like I want to say a Japanese phone number.
Ichiban?
A weird friend of mine had it. Okay. So like, I won't get into the details, but we were able to call this number for free
In Japan.
And when
Phone
yes.
freaking. That's what you were doing.
And it took a really long time for it to connect. But after it eventually connected, all it was the sound of some scary sounding person on the other end just growling into the phone.
No, what they really were doing, somehow they found a direct connection to the Voyager spacecraft. Fucking Matt and his friends. Oh, fucking it'll connect in a minute.
Just hang on.
Ah! Oh shit. We used to do horrid shit when we were younger. Back when I mean, dude, we didn't have half the entertainment kids have today.
No.
You know, we didn't have half of this stuff to do. Like I was telling my son, you know, like, because I asked him like what him and his friends do, like besides play video games for fun, you know. And he was telling me, you know, some of the stupid shit that they'll do. And I was like, man, me and my friends used to like go camping in the fucking woods and shit. You know, like we used to just like go do shit and do crazy shit. But they've got so much to do now that they don't do a lot of that stuff that we did. Plus times have changed too. You know, because he had told me like that they go out and do like some crazy shit like out in the woods and stuff, but they don't. I brought up camping in the woods. He goes, I don't know if mom would let me do that. And I'm like, probably not. But
Prank
you know,
calling is still a thing though.
Is it?
It is.
How the fuck can it be?
My stepson and his friends love to make prank phone calls.
It's fucking Jerky Boys style?
Yeah.
Fucking hey there, Jerky.
Well, we were talking about something the other day, and well, we were ordering food. He wanted to order some Chinese food.
I want him pounds, baby, pounds.
And he said something, and then he was like talking about like how they always call like some Chinese restaurant in Portland that's open in the middle of the night, and they'll like call it and prank them. And there's these like ladies that run the restaurant that like are just pissed off at him and like can recognize their voices when they call now.
But well, how do they get past the caller ID? Everybody has that on their phones. And
I don't know.
Because when I call the local pizza restaurant, they don't even have to ask the name. They know where because it comes up with the phone number, so they know where to deliver and everything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a weird. Because like for me, I remember we used to prank phone call, but then when like caller ID came out, like we
you
stopped
put the
that
kibosh
shit.
on it.
Yeah.
Can't you like star something and hide your number?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, but a lot of people just don't answer or have it blocked.
Yeah,
Right.
and it became this thing that just didn't happen anymore for me and my friends. I know that, but we used to do that shit all the time. Prank
never-
call, fucking
Never
people.
participate.
I actually ended up in a relationship with Leslie because of a prank call. After years of like not talking and knowing one another after high school, like her best friend used to date my cousin, and he was over here, and she tried to prank call him. And like an idiot, I was like, "Who was that?" And he was like, "Rachel." So what is she doing? And you're like, pranking me.
Star
And,
69 does not.
Like her number was her name and number was like popping up on his phone every time she would try to prank him, and I was like, call her back.
Call that woman.
And Leslie was hanging out with her that night, so the rest is history. But yeah, people still do it.
Katie, we love Ding Dong Ditch. Yeah,
They still do that too.
I think every kid fucking loved that shit.
What is
No.
Ding Dong Ditch?
That's where you friggin' go up and you ring the doorbell, you knock on the door, and you
I've never done that
run.
either.
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. People die from that now.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it now. No.
Yeah, no. No, you wouldn't catch me doing that
Like
shit.
there were some kids
shit I
doing
used to
ding dong
do.
ditch and like got shot by the homeowner.
And Slammer Man, star 69 just gives you the last number that called you.
Yeah, yeah. The stuff that I did some crazy shit when we were kids. You know, where I grew up in Buxton, it was nutso. I think back on it and I'm like, would I want my kids doing the same type of shit? And every single time I go, nope.
We did
Nope.
we did a
Nope.
ding dong ditch once. We did one ding dong ditch, and it was on a Sunday night. Oh, I can't forget it. Or was it it was Sunday afternoons? It was a Sunday. And my buddy ran up to the local Jehovah's Witnesses church while church was going on and smacked on the door really super hard. And they came out.
It came right out. Hey, have you heard about the word of Jehovah?
Yeah, pretty much. The
We've got 3 seats left. Come on.
The hilarious thing is later the kid became a Jehovah's Witness when he became an adult.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. But, yeah,
I went to school with a big group of Jehovah's Witnesses, and there was one that I had wanted to date. She was really cute. And just I stayed right away from her because
many fucking rules, man.
Yeah, I was like, no. But yeah, I grew up with a very large, little population in my area, and knew them all throughout my life. There was one kid I pretty much went through elementary right up almost into high school. He dropped out once he got into high school. He became a pastor. And then he wound up showing up at my house one day. That was hilarious. But yeah.
Dude, you know me. Just turn right a fuck around.
Yeah, just why are you here? But I mean, the thing is when we were younger kids in school, he was a cool kid to know, like a fun kid to know. He was smart, like he read a lot of science fiction stuff, like Ray Bradbury and shit like that. Like he was a cool kid to know. But just once you got past a couple of layers into that fucking world that they live in, it gets really creepy really quick.
I have a cousin who's been a Jehovah's Witness for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't understand it myself.
No, I mean, hey, if that's your thing, that's great. Yeah. For me, it was not for me. For me, it was like a creepy thing. I was like, no, I'm good.
I don't know if it's creepy, but it's just
that's creepy. It's creepy. For me, it's creepy. It's too much. It's too much.
Too many rules.
Too much too soon. That's like Jehovah's Witnesses, the way they try to take people in. That's like if you met a girl today, Steve, okay? And you were like, hey, let's go out to the movies tomorrow. Okay? And whilst you were en route to the movies, you pulled your dick out, grabbed her hand, and put her hand on your dick.
Yes.
That's how quick Jehovah's Witnesses move to get you into the religion.
Well, yeah. They don't even wait for you to ask. They don't.
They're shoving books in your face.
Here's the thing I don't understand.
They've calmed down a lot in recent years.
Their belief is there's only a certain amount of people that get into heaven. So why are they still recruiting?
144,000.
That's right.
So what's the point of recruitment?
They met their cap a long time
because they don't know whether you're one of the 144,000 or even if they are.
But I'm not trying to get anybody in case I get my seat taken.
Who's
I mean, what if I recruit a guy that's a little bit better than me?
Like, that'd be fucking selfish.
Who's the fucking
that? I want to be the guy in heaven. I don't want that dude.
Yeah, I'm not recruiting nobody. Like, sorry, we're all booked up.
Yeah, that's one of. I'm sure that they have explanations for that shit, but I've never understood that part of it. Out of everything that they believe in, that's the one that I have the hardest time with.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good with that shit. Like, see, the thing is, though, I was good with all organized religion anyway. Like, for me, it was just not my thing. I respect people who want to believe in it or who have their beliefs, but just for me, it wasn't my thing. I got my belief and my belief structure that's mine. But the organized stuff just always turned my
It's a bunch of
stomach.
bullshit.
It always turned my stomach.
I grew up in church. I know the ins and outs. I mean, I was friends with the deacons and everything. I know what goes on behind closed doors, and it ain't pretty, you know. But that's everywhere. That's every church.
Yeah. Well, once you get into the nuts and bolts of anything, there's dirt. You know, once you get into the inner workings of stuff, it becomes a machine, and it's just life is dirty.
Anytime you get a group of people together, any group of people,
Oh,
there's
absolutely.
There's going to be hierarchy. There's going to be rules. There's going to be, doesn't matter if you go in with complete anarchy in mind. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Ever. Will always be some form of government of some sort.
Yeah. Yeah. I think whenever you get too many people involved in something, you're bound to have some bad areas. And it happens with that. Like, it just, when it comes to like your little organized things, you get these, you know, anybody who's ever been to a church, okay, knows like there's those people in the church that the people who go to the church all go, oh, it's them. You know, and that's not what it's supposed to be about.
But you have
But every single fucking church you go to, there is that.
I was one of the, oh, it's him. But it wasn't because I was like super ultra Christian. It was because I was the dick.
Yeah, no, I believe
question
that.
things. No, I was the
no, I would have been like, oh, it's him too.
Yeah, well, I was the guy who would question shit, and they didn't like it.
Mm.
And then you also had the oh, it's them for the ultra super nut job Christian people too.
Yeah,
so
it's just I used to know this church group, and there was this family that would come, and they would mock them. They would have them at everything. They would, you know, talk to them nice, and then the minute they were gone, talk behind their back.
Sure, of course.
And it just, I've seen it time and time again, and you know, hey, it is what it is, but
I won't be a part of something when what they preach is opposite of what they practice.
Yeah, I got my own thing. I'm fine with anybody else that has their thing. You know, do your thing.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna wrap things up tonight because it's an off week, and I don't have we don't have a normal topic this week, and we're just shooting the shit. And like I said, it's just been a fucking weird week. I'm not gonna go into any of the other bullshit that's going on in the world right now. Besides to say, people, fucking, can everybody just shut the fuck up for a minute?
No.
Just shut the fuck up. Why don't you all just go outside, sit down somewhere fucking quiet, and listen to the fucking breeze? I mean, for the love of fucking Christ and all that is holy. You know, since we've been talking about organized religion.
Yeah, right. I get it.
Let's bring him into it. Just fucking chill the fuck out.
Slow down a bit.
Yeah. Take a fucking breath. I said it on a show with fucking Holly a couple of fucking weeks ago. Take a fucking breath. Chill out. Like, fucking, just people. We're all here together. Like, parlay. Talk to one another.
But that would get something done. That would achieve goals.
Don't sit on the fucking internet and argue with somebody blindly. Go and talk to somebody like a fucking human being. This is not a time for us to fucking just be at each other's throats. Find a way to bridge the fucking divisions. Cut the shit. It's tiring. It's tiring. You know, and it's tiring to hear it from both sides, all the angles. You know, I posted the other night on my page, listening to and I said the left and the right in this case, but I mean this for everything, is like being a fucking kid at the fucking dinner table watching the spaghetti run down the fucking wall. And it's getting fucking tiring. I'm tired of the constant fucking bashing on one side. I'm tired of the constant bashing on the other side. I'm just tired. I'm tired. Chill out. Fucking hug somebody for fuck's sake.
Not me.
No, don't ever hug Steve. He doesn't like to touch people.
No, I don't.
Don't hug somebody that has, boundary issues, but just fucking people. Take a fucking minute. I mean, nobody needs this shit. And nobody needs it right now. Least of all. Like, yeah. We're all going through some fucking heavy shit right now. So
I'd like to get over one crisis before we start another one.
Yeah. Let's just fucking chill the fuck out. Be good to one another. All right. Hopefully we will be back next week with our normal topic. I'm hoping that everything works out for Katie this week. If not, if she can't, I will figure out getting something together with her to do. And we will be back with the Are We in the Matrix show next week. Until then, this has been the Fortean Slip episode 142 Parlay. If you like this shit, hit the little thumbs up button. If you don't, hit the little thumbs down button. Check out old Matt Knapp over at youtube.com/Bigfoot Crossroads and youtube.com/Cryptid Tales. Check us out over at Anchor at anchor.fm/The Fortean Slip. The show should be up Monday morning-ish sometime, whenever it goes through on YouTube. I don't know. Check out good old Phil Poling over at youtube.com/Para Breakdown. Isn't he out at Yellowstone or some shit right now? I see him posting stuff about it.
I've seen that too.
Yeah. Check out Dred Funn at dredfunn.com and youtube.com/Dred Funn. And as always, check out our good friends over at High Society Radio. You can check them out wherever podcasts may be found and at gasdigitalnetwork.com. We'll be back next Sunday with another show for you about the whether or not we are in the Matrix. In a month, I will be taking a week off to go on vacation. I will not be doing a show that week. So I will update you on the date. I believe it's the 12th of July. Anyhow, until then, see you.